Welcome back, friends. Welcome to another video tutorial from Shomu's Biology. In this video we want to talk about reasoning problems, and among reasoning we'll be talking about the blood relation problems. Now you see blood relationship problems for different competitive exams. Now here we have CSIR UGC NET exam, or if you go to GATE exam, there is also there. In any kind of government exams like ibps, PO, bank, rail, SSC and all this part, they ask this blood relationship type questions where you need to figure out the relationship between different people given in a question. Now in this video I will tell you what are the different ways to solve these questions fast, easily and accurately. So first I want to talk about the way you can solve them. Now this video is going for mostly those people who don't know how to solve these problems. So if you're an advanced learner and you already know the problems of earlier and you want to just brush through it, might not be the video for you, but it's for the beginners. Now the idea here for blood relationship problem, to understand that you also need to know the relationship scale. That scale that will tell you how you are related to other people in your family. Similarly, the same thing will happen to the other people given in the question, because in the question they will not tell your position, they will tell you other people, and that makes it difficult to correlate. If they ask question related to you, you can easily figure out the relationship scale. So let's learn the relationship scale first. And in the relationship scale, what we know, let's say this is the different generations we will see. Let's say you are at the present generation. This is the present generation, and in this present generation it's us, let's say it's me, or let's say it's you, or any other third party in this same present generation. Now if we go one generation up, what we will get here, one generation up we will get the generation of fathers. And similarly, if we look for males, there will be uncle, there will be the same generation over, because sibling will be father and uncle. And for the female perspective, we also have mother. Here in this side, let me write mother and aunt. Okay, one generation up. Now if you go two generation up here, what we will have in case of male, we have grandfather, okay, and in this case we will have grandmother, right? Two generation up for male grandfather, for female grandmother. Now this grandfather or grandmother can be from your family, or maybe it may be from your father's side, or it may be from your mother's side, but whatever side it is, we call them grandfather or grandmother. Now if you go from the generation and downwards, so I should draw the present generation here as well, and we are going to the bottom, one generation down from here, one generation down, what we will have, we have son or daughter. Similarly, among this son and daughter, they have their brothers and sisters linked. If you go two generation down here, two generation down, then we will have grandson and we have granddaughter. Let's go three generation down, the ultimate thing, three generation down, and then we will have great grandson and great granddaughter. Similarly, we can also go one generation up, third generation up, that will be great grandfather and great grandmother. So this is the scale, we call it relationship scale. you should have a proper idea of this scale. Now, once you know this scale, because whatever question they will ask, you need to figure out the presence of different individuals in different generation. Because once you find where the person placed in the generation, you can easily find its relationship with the others. Because relationship gets altered by changing the generation. For example, you and the same person kind of relatable with your age at the same generation most probably like to be either your brother or sister or cousin. That's the major choice that you have. So whenever you know the person you're talking about is in your generation, that's the three possibilities. Now the person we are talking, if it's one generation above, obviously they are going to be either father or uncle or mother or aunt. Other than that, there is no possibility. Okay, or stepmother. That's the thing. Now if you go 2 generations up, it can be grandfather or grandmother. Now the grandfather or grandmother can be from your father's side, so father of your father or father of your mother. That's also a possibility. Similarly for grandmother, mother of your father or mother of your mother, that can also be a part of grandmother. That's how it goes. Now if you think of 1 generation down, it can be either your son or your daughter, or it can also be son or daughter of your brother or sister, right? That will be nephew and niece. So once you have a clear idea about all these names with the corresponding generation, now you are good to go for solving the problems. But this is what you need to know, and also you need to know the different names that are there. Okay, the names that are possible. Now this thing, when you talk about and when you see, you find like it's easy to remember. But the complication arises when this thing is tagged with marriage. Because it's not about only one family, right? Marriage means there are multiple families will correlate, will interact. So they have their own history, they have their own generations. So when there is a marriage, obviously the marriage is between the same generation of 2 different families. So if it's the same generation marriage, so you have a whole degree of other relatives which are in-law relatives. So we just put in-laws with their relation, just like the relation you have in your own family. So if you have your own brother, that is brother, either elder or not, we don't call it elder brother or other, we just call it brother. Now the same thing, if there is a brother of your wife, you call it brother-in-law. Similarly, you have your brother's wife, call it sister-in-law. Okay, so this is how those relations will interact. So remember, in-laws will be there. So let's say you marry your wife and your wife's father equivalent to your father because of the same kind of age as well as the same generation. So you call it father, but as it's your wife's father, you call it father-in-law. Okay. Similarly, wife's mother, mother-in-law. Right. So this is how you should go. Wife's sister, sister-in-law. Wife's brother, brother-in-law. Similarly, this is how you can think of the different relationships that are present between the marriage. So once you know this, once you have a clear idea, then we can go and think of how we will solve this type of questions from blood relationship. I think you're ready to go. If you're ready to go, take a pen and paper, because I'll be telling you some questions. Actually, the question you can see in the bottom of this board, where we can start solving the question, and I'll tell you the easy way to solve these questions. Okay, so stay tuned. So till now we talked about the relationship scale, and you learned that. Once you know the relationship scale and what we call the other people that are linked with us in relationships, but now we will see how to solve the problems associated with relationship. Now the problems that they will ask, as I told you earlier, they will only tell the relation between other people, but you need to judge it, find it. They will never give you a problem that is linked with you, because it becomes more easy to solve them, right? So to solve this type of relationship problems, the thing you should know is about a pictorial representation of whatever problem that is listed. It's a pictorial representation to find the relationship quite easily by managing the different generation in separate lines. So what we mean? Let's look at it. So for all these problems that we will solve, we'll think of male. We will draw male as a plus sign like this, circle and plus inside. For females, we'll draw minus inside the circle. Then for couples related with the marriage, we just make these two lines in between them. So these are just the signals and the signs with which we represent things. Now the relationship with brother sister, we will link it, say relationship with brother like that, brother with sister like that, sister with sister like that. Single line for representing the relation between the siblings. And son or daughter, we link simply arrow. So for example, daughter of a father will be written as like this, one arrow from the father. Son of father is written like this. Okay. So if there is father, obviously the mother will be there. The same thing will be there from mother as well. Okay. The arrow will represent the son or daughter. So these are the way that we will going to represent things. Okay. Remember this representation, and whatever question we will solve, we will use this scheme to solve them. Now let's go to the question. Now I have this handout and you can calculate on your brain, but for that you need a lot of practice. Okay, so stay tuned and watch the videos of other math videos and other reasoning and aptitude videos in my channel. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to get more videos like that.